Well, I had a hard time with this, and I talked to you guys at length. I talked to our researcher Adam at length about this because, first of all, I think it's going to get a lot of play, and I'm very biased about one of the coaches because we handpicked him to take over Ohio State. That's how much I love and respect him as a coach. But I think there's two things you have to look at. Number one, we all play team sports for a lot of reasons. The number one reason, in my belief, is to win a championship. At the end of the day, what makes Tom Brady the greatest, really non-negotiable. I don't know if he threw the best out route or the best curl route, the best deep route, whatever it is. I know one thing: he's got more rings than anyone else, so he's the best quarterback of all time, non-negotiable. I know Dan Marino, and I'm friends with Dan Marino, but he didn't win one, so you can't really say that. Same thing with Michael Jordan and LeBron James. I mean, Allen Iverson, and there's been some other great players that just never won championships. So really negotiation or conversation ceases after you say that. So when I started really putting my mind to this, Nick Saban is number one, Dabo's number two. This is a historical perspective. Mack Brown would be number three. What he's done. Then you have Ed Orgeron, best college team in the history of the game. And then you have Les Miles and Jimbo. It's kind of stumbled a little bit, but still, once again, championship level coaches that I've coached against. I know them well. They're excellent coaches. So that was kind of my list up until a few days ago, until we came up with this criteria. And this is something I did. So the next sheet here, the next slide, this is the criteria that I would to select someone to run a program, because that was basically what we said at the end. If you're going to select someone now, 2020, July of 2020, we're going to hire someone. What's the culture of the program, number one? Number two, can they recruit? I don't want to hear they're a really good coach, but they just can't recruit that well. Then you're not a great coach in college. And number three, their leadership skills. Number four, the ability to inspire and motivate. And you can just go look at the big games, because that's when, the big games, the championship games. And then number five, you can't overlook it, but I don't have it as high as other guys. When you say, okay, he's the best quarterback coach in America, okay, then let's list the best quarterback coaches in America. So it was all about championships. And if I had to start a team right now, this would be my list. And I have 3, 4, and 5 are interchangeable. I could put Ryan Day right now at number 3 and feel very good about it. I could, though. I think those three, Kirby Smart, Lincoln Riley, are interchangeable. They've not won a national title. They've been on the doorstep. They're right there. But I just think Kirby Smart right now, the SEC is the best league in the country. Lincoln Riley, what he's done, 12-2, 3 years in a row, and Ryan Day is 16-17, with arguably the best team in America coming back. So those are interchangeable. But I'm interested in the others speaking. Just always remember one thing in my mind: you are measured in championships. You have Kyle Williams, you have Dan Mullen, PJ Fleck. You have some Brian Kelly, who's an excellent coach, has some championships. There's so many great coaches out there. This is hard for me to do.
For the best access, perspective, and personalities in all of sports, follow us at Fox Sports on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube.
Hey, thanks for watching. If you enjoy that clip, make sure you click subscribe somewhere down here. From game highlights to exclusive interviews and rankings, we've got everything you need as a college football fan right here. College Football on Fox.